For 2 years now, 10 on Your Side has featured your neighbors who are working to stop violence.
Tonight, we introduce you to a little-known program in Newport News that is doing huge things. 10 on Your Side's Jason Mark shows us how Lucky 8 is taking back the community. Jason?
Well, Tom, we know change doesn't happen overnight. Dion Harris's change started a decade ago when he changed his life, and now he's changing the lives of dozens of kids.
Come on, y'all. Come on, get up, 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 get up.
In the game of life, everybody's on the clock.
Brick, you're gonna miss it anyway.
But some people in Hampton Roads are working to make sure young lives grow to be old.
At 13 years old, you know right from wrong.
In 2006, Dion Harris took 8 teenage athletes under his wing, mentored them, kept them out of trouble. They became known as the Lucky 8.
You know, more and more kids start coming.
The group evolved into an after-school program.
Yeah, don't say anything naughty.
Giving young people something to do.
I look forward to getting out the house and coming to see these people here.
Over the years, more than 100 teens have been members of Lucky 8.
I learned from him, you know, how to be respectful.
Nate Barnes was one of the original 8.
Hey, you gotta get that, man.
He ended up playing football for ODU and now spends time giving back.
Because I work with kids on a day-to-day basis. So you see them out there and it's a possibility that they might not come back. And I'm talking about young kids, 14, 15, 16 years old.
It's a reality most of us don't know about. Survival on the streets.
When I hear about someone of my age, it really hurts. It's like, dang, I done lost another black male my age.
Very tough. You have to worry about being safe and worry about like getting shot up in the streets, and you shouldn't have to worry about doing that happening at this age.
No one knows that better than Harris.
At one time, I did a prison stint.
For drugs and guns, creating Lucky 8 was his redemption.
Because I didn't want the kids to run the same cycles that I did when I was coming up. Once you Lucky 8 or you in the Lucky 8 program, we don't let you go. We monitor you at home, we monitor you at school.
It's only one program, but kids say if there were more, it would make a difference.
If it was more programs like this, I think less people would be getting killed right now. Because there's a lot of people getting killed around here, and they getting killed by people that have free time to go do that stuff.
It would be more people in the programs and off the streets our age, so we can have something to do. And just not like sit and walk in the streets. We'll be in a program learning stuff, learning how to carry ourselves as men and as women and stuff.
Harris says Lucky 8 will continue growing, and he's hoping others will get in the game and make a difference.
You need unity. You can't, you know, my one program, Lucky 8, we can't do it by ourselves.
Now, the Lucky 8 group meets every Wednesday and Monday in Newport News. Right now, it has about 30 kids, and Harris says he would love to have even more, but financially, that's just not possible. Jason Marks, 10 on Your Side.